Like
Life.
name an exilia. I was actually
Yeah,
thinking of a
it
draft.
exists. Yep, it exists
Uh,
on itch.io.
I was actually thinking of a draft of a character based on Hornet with her needle. I was thinking, how would that work as a character? Like, how would that weapon
That-
work? And what class would it be? And I never went through with it.
It's actually pretty simple.
I made
You make her a rogue,
It's so cute.
and you get a blink dagger, like a dagger of returning.
You can make any sort of very manageable.
Honestly,
Oh,
it would
that's
be like
really
a
cute.
blink spear. It would probably like be 1d6 damage.
Yeah. The
probably.
point is, like, you get a weapon that has the returning property, which is when you throw it at something, it jaunts back to your hand.
I'm just gonna put it in the memes.
I made a Hollow Knight little bean on the picture if anyone wants to see it.
Put it in the memes.
Put it in the memes. If it's
Put it
art,
in the
you put it in.
memes.
If it's
Oh my
art,
God!
you put it in art.
It's a picture, so it isn't my art.
It
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I need to.
Okay.
I need to tie up my.
so
I
where
also
is it
need to
going?
put some this other thing in here called musics. I need to put
Oh, the Hollow Knight.
it's actually pretty in depth. I haven't given it a full read, so I don't know how good it actually is, but it's definitely made like with passion. That much is certain.
Yeah,
It was definitely made with passion, and that's one thing that I absolutely
Anyway.
appreciate. Okay, I need to find the damn music for this.
One shot in the future.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in
Where
images.
is the music for this? That's battle. I don't want battle. I want... Here we are, Tense Path. Okay. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah.
Let's get this show on the
Miss
road,
Wolf.
as Shadow once said.
Wait, there they are.
Alrighty. Bots! I require your
They look
music.
like they're covered in moss.
Oh,
They look like they're covered in moss.
I love
okay,
that.
let's...
They're
Boy.
so cute.
Alright. Can I be like, Sage, but instead of a great sword, I throw my scythe out like a buzzsaw and have it come back to my hand. Listen.
Jesus.
Sonashi McLaren said, "Nail Sage slide."
Listen. You already get to make a mere duplicate of yourself and turn yourself into a blender, alright?
This motherfucker.
Yes.
Look,
They're so
Make-
cute.
making your scythe
I'm
in
so
the
with Twitch.
is the criminality of your corrupted self, Ravenor.
Is my
I'm
chat
sorry.
not working here? I think I'm seeing
Yes,
some
you're-
lag. Or something there isn't working.
Chat. Work
go-
chat. Via live chat.
No, chat is
Well, I mean,
working.
well,
I'm
it's actually
sorry
in the
advance.
like in my browser, like in my Restream thing, because it looks like it's being a little weird, but it seems to be okay.
It seems to be fine. Not there.
Okay. All right.
20,
I
swear to God.
need who am I missing? I got 4 here, including myself. Who am I missing? I am missing Sono.
Yes, this fucking attack that DLES like 4 years of DMAGE.
Leave Sono alone. They're memeing.
Nah, it's all good.
So nice.
Okay. So,
I
We
need
all
to play
want to
Hollow
play
Knight.
Hollow Knight now. Yeah, exactly. Same.
okay. So, the lot of you, the last time, on this mess of a journey, discovered that there's a black ooze-like substance that was lying inside the ground. I'm gonna, Nano, is there a way that we can actually adjust your input just a little bit? Yes, there is.
I mean, I can just press shift and
I don't know why that's always so funny.
Noise suppression.
I don't know why that's always so funny. All right, so traveling through the Badlands and this cursed undead struck land, the lot of you have made your way along the path towards the United Cities, being stopped by none other than... Oh, everybody's all over the place still. Okay, I'm going to move people.
Yeah, we just
I
had a
forgot. I'm going
fight.
to move you guys back up to the main camp area here. All right, just at least enough so that you're all in the same area. All right. Where the lot of you met with Kelhorn, a ranger of the Wanderers, who was tasked with ensuring that the wardstones along the roads were still intact. Maintenance, as it were. One such stone was broken and not working, causing undead to quite literally pull themselves out of the ground beneath you. After fighting your way past and Nim being a very effective distraction piece, Adam managed to find their way over to the pedestal, replace the stone, and send all of the undead packing. Nim,
Yay.
after being knocked unconscious, stood back up like a demon possessed. However, has seemed to have regained his senses since. And that's where we'll pick it up. I'm just going to move everybody back over to the camp area. Okay.
Oh, God, I feel like I need
Indeed,
years
you
of
do.
sleep. Oh.
You have 3 levels of exhaustion. Yes.
3?
You, a vampire, has 3 levels of exhaustion.
Wait, where's my traits? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Abilities.
Attack rolls, saving throws, I believe it is. I think it's just all rolls at 3. I'm changing the rules a little bit
Let me
with
just check.
exhaustion for season 2, but I'm sticking with the standard for this for now.
Let me just go to the Dampier page on Discord real quick. I need
You're not
check
immune to
something.
exhaustion doesn't cause you to do anything, if that's what you're concerned about.
Oh God. I am 1 point away from going into a blood frenzy and eating you guys.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I am.
Yeah.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Oh,
Ow.
no, that's only if it's from hunger.
Okay,
That's only
cool.
as a result of being hungry. So the idea, yeah,
So
that,
it's basically
well-
being
Oh, wonderful, okay.
Sonashi McLaren said, I can maybe sit your ass down if you attack me.
Oh, good
maybe.
luck.
Maybe.
All right. So
Good lord.
Maybe being the key word in that sentence.
you feel like you
Yes.
you ran your mortal life worth of a excuse me, a marathon. Your arms ache from overexertion. Your body feels like as though it's been twisted around entirely one way and then back the other. You're not feeling great. You definitely need rest.
Oh God, those zombies kicked my ass. Like, oh,
They were in
at least
many.
look cool. At least look cool while kicking
All
their
right.
asses.
Marcella, because you have a higher than average perception, though most people would notice this a little bit, you know,
Where's my book?
you
Where's my
notice
pen?
that Nim, despite being a vampire, kind of looks flush.
Okay.
So that's it. So everybody sees that. You specifically, Marcella, you see that the flushness seems to come from a veiny like substance that's crawling on Nim's skin. It is not blood in that sense, though it would, to the untrained eye, would look like the such. There's definitely an infection or something of that nature going on here.
Okay. I'm writing that down. There we go. Written down.
Is that gonna be mentioned towards me?
How does Gentiana
No,
look?
because there's more people there that apparently
Well,
not
this is-
seeing
so
it
this
or
is-
mentioning it. So Marcella's just kind
Well,
of
this
like,
is what
huh,
everybody sees as the flushness, but
Okay.
Nim also lost a lot of blood and had a lot of blood spilled on him, so that could be, a lot of things. You have a little bit more of a trained eye, being a practitioner
Yeah.
of both medicine and being perceptive. Adam and Gentiana are not.
Does Gentiana look, considering
A little worn out.
Well, I'm just like,
no way?
okay. Okay, we need to. Oh god. Oh, Krez fell in that fight too.
Where?
Okay, where is that guy? And I'll just snap my finger and summon back Krez.
Okay.
I will point out Marcella did get smacked with the glaive in the spiral. In the spiral
Oh, do you
head.
think Nim knows that? No.
I mean, she has a wound
will-
across her fucking chest.
Adam will heal you for.
He could just think that. Oh, that was from
All
the
right.
zombies.
Whoa.
Oh yes, the zombie.
No, no,
the
no,
zombies
no.
had a massive blade that has made a cut
You
across her
get
chest.
6. You get 6 HP back.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You try to summon Krez, and instead, you get Smolder.
Oh, hello.
Smolder? What? I just start talking in Infernal. Smolder, why are you here?
It just tilts its head,
I
shrugs,
don't know Infernal.
doesn't actually say anything, just shrugs.
Give me a moment, guys. And he's just gonna boss what's happening.
Oh boy. All right, I need a faith check of 1d20 plus. You're level 3. Have you performed any feats for Zond? Not yet. There is one on
I mean, off camera, yes.
well, for him specifically.
Adam does know
There
Infernal, by the
is
way.
not anything. Oh wait, you do have. Well, that's part of your backstory, so that's fine. All right, that let you make the check period. D20 plus 5. 11.
11. God damn it.
You see Smolder's fire just kind of get really, really bright and then taper back down. And he just kind of looks at himself a little bit, kind of confused.
We'll talk about this later.
All right. Well, you all look a little worse for wear. Please.
I want to die.
I think that's kind of ironic coming from a vampire. Please, rest in the cart. We'll be on our way soon enough, I think.
Just takes his glaive and just starts using it with both hands just as a walking stick, just cutting into the dirt and just limping.
Marcella is very obviously staying away from it. She's keeping a good distance
Can you
between
delete
herself
that,
and the glaive.
Token of. Can you delete that
you're
token of
Adam
Smolder?
for
I'm
sure
gonna
will be
make my own. I'm gonna
me
make my
and
own.
him checking out.
Oh, that.
Obviously,
Smolder's
stunning
gonna be
as
out
always.
for
I fixed
an
it. There you go.
hour.
All right.
you're gonna have a rat on board. A very explosive rat, but a rat anyways.
I like rats.
To eat them. No.
Don't. Don't.
All right, Calhoun will look to Val.
Trust me, don't.
Marcella being a fucking rabbit.
Or sorry, not to Val, to Natalia, sorry. Being the noble that got their hands dirty, so to speak. Well, thank you very much for your service. Appreciate it. You there, Sono? Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the... Okay.
Sono.
Sono, you there? Uh-oh. Did
Sono!
she get up and I not notice?
She's still here.
I hope.
I think.
Sono!
That was a... What? Yeah.
It was loud. Sono!
Alright. Val, well, I'll come back to that then. Val, we'll get into the cart for the time being. Alright. Well, at the very least, it looks like you're all quite alright. Well, alive.
Alive, definitely. Yeah, we're alive.
Yes. But
Just him just takes like a thumbs up into the sky, just like as he's laying down.
Adam is very obviously taking notes on Nim's condition.
Why are you guys looking at me
give
so
me a
weird?
medicine
Is
check.
there something on my face?
Oh
There's
god,
something on
I
my
don't
face,
have a
guys.
open even. Okay.
Did my face get mutilated with those zombies? They just give it to me straight.
I think it's like +3, but let me make sure.
Nobody could explain to them why everyone's looking
Your
at
face
him
is fine.
weirdly. Didn't she say I had corruption?
your face is fine. I didn't say anything about your insides. Your complexion
That is
in
very
general is
threatening.
okay.
Do I feel corrupted? That's the thing.
Absolutely. You
Medicine.
the
+2.
Wait a minute.
there's like this. It's kind of like a being sick but not having any symptoms. You just know. All right.
Net 1.
He looks strangely flush.
Weird for a
But
vampire.
you're not familiar
Hey,
with
hey,
vampire
look-
physiology, so who knows?
Well, I write a note. Vampires can flash.
I take off my gauntlet and pull up my sleeve where the corruption started.
Oh,
How does it
that
look?
spread a lot. You actually pull back the corner of your coat a little bit, and you can see it up on your shoulder now.
Val, you're the expert in this. This is a problem right here.
Oh, dear.
This business is a problem.
Huh. He's gonna go into his pack and start digging.
What happened out there? I remember passing out.
Yeah.
Remember what happened?
You killed a bunch of them.
Marcella's gonna Marcella's gonna look and kind of see, like, or at least like try and see the corruption and kind of. She's gonna try and mutter to herself, whether anybody else hears her is up to them. But she's kind of going like, trying to connect the dots. So she's like, okay. So that's why he attacked me. Okay.
Nope, don't hear it.
Is that why?
Nope.
He
Nope.
attacked you?
Well, it didn't
Well,
look like you. I thought you were like
like-
faking it for some reason. Like you fell over, like you
Faking
faked
what?
falling over, or you were like you wiped out and then you stood back up and just started swinging your glaive wildly and just you started killing a lot of them pretty quickly. It's rather impressive, actually.
Interesting. I like that, but I don't like this. Is this why I feel like I've been twisted, like, weirdly? I feel like it just like someone like took me by the torso and like twisted me 180 degrees. That's how I feel
Be
like.
why, yeah, that's probably a result of you swinging that glaive around as wildly as you did. Full circle, kind of like a owl turning his head from one side to the other.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you weren't really being careful with who was in that circle.
Oh. Shit. That is my apology, my friend.
She's been healed, but there is very obviously like blood around where the wound was. So it is just a straight line
That
across
is-
her torso, like her upper torso near her collarbones. It is like a
If you're-
straight line.
If you're gonna blame anyone, don't blame me. I was not in control. Just take this.
Is that cure wounds? Yeah, it is.
Cure wounds.
You get cure wounds as a summoner? I thought I took that out. Or is that the devil specific one?
No. No, similar. It's a summoner's deck.
I thought I took that out. Oh, whatever. Pretty much every spell caster except for
But she,
wizards and sorcerers have healing anyways.
Sonashi McLaren said, maybe we should find someone who can isolate that for you. Maybe someone in Milano can do it. Maybe. He SYAS not and gases at the red patches on
I don't
Moon's
think we can
body.
do that, unfortunately. This stuff's pretty permanent, unfortunately, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, there's probably ways to get rid of it. Moonstones help, but they're hard to come by.
What if we just cut the limb off?
That would help.
Sure.
No, what? I have a glaive. I can't use. No,
So,
no.
as it has been
Last
brought
resort.
up,
On the table.
I pick up my glaive.
as it has been brought up, I will tell you the following. Val, specifically, believes that, yes, cutting off Nim's arm may, in fact, remove, because it's holding the bulk of the corruption, may, in fact, reduce the corruption. It has spread all the way past your shoulder, and that's what is visible. That does not mean that it is, like, not elsewhere as well. Something else I will tell you, if you cut off your arm, you will, in fact, only have a single arm.
Whoa, really? I could have fucking.
No,
Listen.
shit,
The
Sherlock.
reason I say this is because a lot of the time when people start making these ideas or start making these decisions, they don't quite think them all the way through. For example, someone wanted to cut their tongue out one time so that they couldn't, kill their party members because they had an infected tongue that would, shoot out and spit and stab people. Long story. They wanted to cut their tongue out. Seems logical, except that they were a sorcerer. What do you think you can't do without a tongue?
Oh.
Well,
You can't use verbal components anymore.
3/4 of no.
All of your fucking spells
3/4
require
the spell
verbal
with-
components. Not actually, but it might as well be.
yeah.
Like I
3/4 of
stopped them before they actually did. I'm like, listen, you do realize you are going to kill your character effectively. So, you know.
Also, what was that about moonstones?
Oh, they can. Some of them can like help reduce the effects, provide protections, and all kinds of stuff like that.
Which
Didn't we
kind
read up
specifically?
He goes,
Sonishi McLaren said, don't worry, we can graft you a new one once we get to Milano, but I don't think you have a cash for grafting a new limb. Gentiana
no, I just
shrugs.
burned all my cash on this, and I knock on my armor.
let's see here. Val will go shuffling through his scrolls. Yeah, he'll look at his tablet, see what he can find. So
Have you never made a prosthetic before?
me or Val?
No,
Oh.
this is Marcella.
I mean, sure, you could have a prosthetic, but prosthetics are not exactly like combat-worthy materials.
Not ones that you've seen.
Things about good wheelchairs.
I have not seen someone who has
Very fascinating.
a metal arm be quite as effective with it as they were with a fleshy arm.
No, I heard a
just
story
looks
about
at
this
Val.
one guy named Edward Elric. No.
Nim just looks at Val and just like he doesn't say it. How do you say it? He basically quietly says it, or just
Sonishi McLaren said,
how does it?
sure,
Is that how
I
you
know
say
a
it?
few people back home who has mechanical arms, but I have no idea how much those cost.
Nobility.
You just see Nim spell out basically help me to Val just around these maniacs who want to cut off his arm out of my arm.
I said we had to do it. I never said we had to do
can.
it. It's just an option that's on the table if you want to take it. You know?
My main weapon requires
just tell you I got
both
big.
of my arms to use.
Ah! Didn't tell you.
All right. Let's see here. He pulls out a small bit of a small little notebook and starts flipping through. All right. So let's see here. Blue made for enhancing materials. No. Orange.
Val, shall we switch? Val, do you
Uh,
want me to ride the cart?
No. Stay.
You're not moving
You
from
stay
where you're
right
sat.
there.
You really shouldn't.
Let's see here.
So help me, I will pin you there
Does
if I
he
have
have
to.
moonstones in his bed?
Let's see the orange ones. Benefits against corruptions. No, that's for preventative. The white can ceiling.
What?
The pink. Maybe a combination of pink and white moonstones. I don't know. I don't have any notes on anything that can actually cure this stuff.
Wait, Adam, that sounds
What?
familiar. Didn't we go to that cave and you found out some stuff about
Adam is like with
moonstone?
his hand partway to touch whatever it is Val has. Like, what?
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 The
Moonstones, what?
moonstones, the rocks that fall from the sky. Yeah,
Yes?
if you have the right,
Yeah?
they actively work against this crimson stuff.
Huh?
Is there a moon deity?
Give me a religion check.
I asked that out loud.
Can I also
Yeah,
do one?
you can do a moon check.
Val?
Or moon check.
Val?
Religion check.
Val,
Do a moon
Val?
check.
you have
Hey.
moonstones?
On
Hold
brand.
on, I need my character sheet. Give me a second. I forgot to grab it.
Wait, have you noticed my rolls have gone from a 6
I did
to a
notice
7
that.
to an 8?
Val,
Stand
you have
by. I need to
moonstones?
double check.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
double check
moonstone.
What is it?
if someone actually.
Is it
It's
Arcana or
religion. Let me double check.
Okay, they're both shit anyway.
I'm trying to remember if there
Bollocks.
is one of the actual moon itself. I don't believe so.
I'm doing like a ritual
Oh, there is-
rain circle around Val.
Hold on, wait. Who's... Hold on. Marcella's deity.
Marcella? So, Marcella's deity
Yes.
is the closest that you have to that, which is fate, souls, spirits, stars, and cosmos, but not moons. Very, very close, but not moons. Now, for you specifically, because of that, the DC is much lower. And what's your total?
Okay.
It is a 5.
5.
Okay. The irony of this is not lost on me. Don't worry. Yes, clerics who studied the religion their entire lives do not have good
Yes.
religion
Yes.
checks. None.
Sense to me, guys.
It's an intelligence.
know,
Her
and-
intelligence is 10. She has
Why do you
jack
think they made it a
shit.
wisdom-based skill in Pathfinder?
Oh, fair. Okay.
So is nature, actually. Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, a 5 is actually not enough.
Oh, fuck.
With the DC being low for you, even as it is. You do know that that there's probably a deity in some culture somewhere, because that's just how it works, that celebrate the moons. Because, well, there's a deity for the stars and the cosmos, so why not for the one for the moons? There's probably something for the moons, but you don't know what it is.
Balls.
Think harder.
Balls. No, nobody knows? Okay. That's great.
Sonashi McLaren
Yeah.
said,
Yeah, anyone
"Can
can
I
try.
try?"
I was gonna say theoretically, what if?
Nim in his mind is just swearing repeatedly he's just like, if my boss doesn't respond to me, I'll
Meanwhile-
be mildly pissed off because I can't do shit.
I was about to say theoretically, what if Marcella just thought harder?
Apologies. The brain is not able to be overclocked at this time.
Meanwhile, Dom is like trying to peek over, like stretch on his little legs and peek into whatever Val has, and like, moonstones, you have moonstones,
Yes,
you have
yes.
moonstones, hello, hi.
There's records of 4 different kinds of moonstones, much like how there's 4 different moons.
Yes,
There's
yes,
blue,
yes.
there's orange, there's pink, there's what? No,
But
I do not
you
have any.
them? Well,
Well,
fuck.
much of the same information. I'm sorry.
Nim starts smoking.
So listen,
He doesn't give a shit
let
anymore.
me give you the rundown of the moonstones very quickly, okay?
Sonashi McLaren
Yeah.
said, "Well, sorry, I'm not a PS man."
Is anyone gonna ride the cart?
We're moving. We're moving. It's just
Okay,
too
pull the
difficult.
cart
It's
instead of
I'll move you guys a little bit, but Calhorn will give you guys a wave. Oh shit, forgot Ari.
You didn't do anything, hello.
AWY.
Got it. All right. Calhorn and one of the guys will wave as you guys are leaving. Okay. So, as far as I know, for the 4 different kinds of moonstones that are out there. All right, there's the blue ones, which are the most common, given the fact that given the obvious fact of, well, it being broken. And if you look up, you can actually see the blue moon is actually the one that's always present in the sky. And it is, well, it's looks like somebody hit it really hard. There's a lot of pieces that have broken off into it and kind of leaves a small trail. So these have strange, interesting properties when meshed with metal and other materials. They seem to make them stronger in certain ways, particularly good against crimson, I guess. I don't know exactly. These orange ones are good against resisting against the corruption before it happens, apparently. Like, this is, I don't know whether or not all this is true. This is all I've been able to gather from my notes. White moonstones and the pink moonstones are the two most rare. I have never seen them in my life. I've seen the blue ones here and there, and the orange ones, like they're used in common. They're used here and there with different things, just kind of like as pretty rocks, I guess. The white ones are capable of sealing the corruption, keeping it from seeping into objects and things like that. It's like it is a substance that can be used to create actual sealing barriers and things like that. Apparently, it can be mixed with magics. And the pink stones generate an aura that affects the crimson directly, making it weaker in many ways. I don't know anything beyond that. I've been able to find almost nothing on these.
Seriously writing it down.
What if we got a mix of all four?
I mean, perhaps.
I know it would. I know, like, the pink and the white ones would be near impossible, but
Sonashi
it's worth a
McLaren
shot, I guess.
said,
Sorry.
blade purely out of
It would be very good at cutting crimson, I would imagine.
You shouldn't. When is the last time Nim ate?
You would have ate before you came out this way, and I mean, you have party members that know that you need to have a bite to eat every week or so. So it's not like, so you're not like starving or anything like that. It's
Yeah, but who would have offered them to me?
I don't for sure.
you definitely wouldn't have taken it from a dom, I'll tell you that right now.
But you shouldn't
No.
have. Yes, that's what I'm about to say.
The only option is Gentiana or the rabbit.
No. Sorry. The handmaiden. There's the handmaiden.
I feel like Gentiana might kill you if you try that.
Gentiana
Also-
will murder me.
Yeah, so Ari is
Not
off the
necessarily.
menu.
Just wait. Wait for the
For
player's
now,
response.
is off the menu.
Gentiana,
Possibly.
would you allow me to bite your maid?
To be fair, it's not a dangerous way.
Sonashi McLaren said, so we can find enough of it we can make a scapule of blue moonstone, and have it maybe Sergei Seely removed. I might know one or two doctors who can do it.
That's...
Val kind of look at his notes and
I'm
scratch
gonna
his
take
head.
I'm gonna take out a chunk of one of the chunks of blue moonstone and like gently touch it to the crimson part of
All right.
Nim.
It doesn't burn, but it's uncomfortable.
Does it
Nope.
remove anything?
It's
Well,
kind of like
There, I
it's
feel
kind of like
uncomfortable.
you.
I just hold the stone to my
It's like if
skin.
you have a magnet on your shoulder, and then you put the magnet repelling, like try to push it against it. You can feel the force, but it's not. Like, you know that it's not supposed to mesh. Basically, one is opposing the other.
Okay, give me. And I just take the stone and put it against my skin and just keep it there. Because I'm weird. Nim's... Do you think Nim's
Okay.
smart? He's gonna try... He has a caveman brain. He's gonna
I'm
indicate
removing
memory.
one of the pieces of
Membrane.
moonstone from my
No,
inventory.
he'll give it back. He'll
Okay.
give it back. Just
For
he's
a
gonna
while.
keep it there to see if it
Okay.
works.
Well, I don't have other solutions. Perhaps, maybe the scales have a resource of some kind that'll help with this. I don't know.
Sonashi McLaren said, well, that will work like a blood stopper, like a belt you tie on your wound to slow down it, maybe.
Perhaps,
You mean a tourniquet?
yeah, that's
A
yeah.
tourniquet.
Tourniquets are
If
very
used
dangerous.
incorrectly, yes.
Even I know that.
Yeah, if a tourniquet's used incorrectly, you can
Even
stop
if
blood
it's
going
used
to limbs and you have
correctly,
to remove the limb.
it's extremely dangerous.
Well, to be fair,
If blood returns too quickly to a tightened off limb, you
I
have
was
to
gonna
remove
say,
it.
to be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah,
to be
yeah.
fair, when you're using a tourniquet, you're not concerned about losing your arm. You're concerned about dying of blood loss.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, a missing arm is the least of your problems if it means that you get to live.
If you're using a
Yeah.
tourniquet, it isn't because you're worried about
Exactly.
a missing limb.
And I have had someone put
You're
a
worried
tourniquet
you're
on my
gonna die.
arm and then take it off just to like see what like how effective these things are, and within seconds my arm started changing color. It was very concerning. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that does work.
Yeah.
And it works very well.
Yeah.
It does, in fact, work.
Okay. So
It's raining.
it's snowing.
Sorry.
It's slightly raining.
There it
suffering.
is.
I can hear it.
I was waiting for it.
Sorry, I can hear the rain and it's made me very happy.
I like the sound
Sorry.
of the rain, especially on a tin roof.
And there's like the sun is still out. The sun is like kind of setting, so it's still light outside, so I can see the rain,
Nice.
like more than just like raindrops in a window. I can actually see it.
By the way, Marcella,
Yes,
do you want a scarf?
a scarf.
A white
Oh,
and black scarf.
oh, smart.
It's very
Smart.
What is it? Sorry.
good. It's a scarf of the fallen healer.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you're gonna give that to Marcella?
I
Okay.
think it will help her more than me.
Ah,
Also, it goes better with your
Okay.
aesthetic than mine.
I can't remember.
Red and
Thank
white
you.
Um,
black does not compete.
is this where
Not a
is
good
the
item right there, Marcella.
is it the faded one from white to black? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna send this in. I'm gonna send this directly to you there,
yay!
Monarch. Yes.
Item.
This one's pretty
Doesn't
dope.
really
This one's
help
pretty
if-
dope.
But,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Less effective if you only have three spells.
It's meant to be a druid or a cleric item. Specifically a cleric, but this one's
Yeah.
so this will be good for you.
Oh,
It's really good.
ooh. Oh, I
You
like
know
this
what?
one.
Yeah.
Since
Hell
we're
yeah, okay.
right now off the wall, and right now we have a vampire, dampier with hellish blood kind of in them that is corrupted. I want to see. I'm just gonna take off his hat a bit and like touch his horns. Has the crimson affected that part of him at all?
Let's see. I don't really want to make a decision. Okay, no.
Has that?
They look like they
Yeah,
have
good.
like normal.
I don't. I want to hide them so good.
Okay.
Aw.
Slow, and I just
Hmm.
put the cat back on.
Well, fortunately, you guys are about only a single day's travel back to the border of the United Cities, where things are less stressful, we'll say. You make your way back, and eventually, in the coming days, Steergate, where you will then be directed to the new location that is actually not quite yet determined. And that is where I will end the session specifically for this side adventure.
Yay!
I'm gonna have some sweet dreams in the coming weeks.
There
Very
is some
sweet
stuff
dreams.
that you and I have to talk about when we bring Nim back up. There's going to be some
Great.
fun stuff
Good.
happening.
Can I do spin
Negative.
attacks now?
You are not capable of any
Oh.
such effects or abilities.
Yet.
I mean, if you want to activate
Yeah.
Crimson again, you can do it, I guess.
No. No.
I think honestly, I think you would have loved my horror game that I ran like 6 years back. Because
Yes.
that
Yes,
one
it
was
would.
sort of like this, but it ran off of an infection system, and if you reached 10 infection, you got infected. And it was based off of it's classic zombie horror, and it's in a postmodern world, but it's still where magic was destroyed for the most part. Like the ley lines were damaged.
I will have to
Yep,
be
that's
back
fine.
in a second.
That's
the
fine.
doggo is barking.
Where the ley lines were damaged, and because of that, magic and the gods was absent from the world.
I'll also be right back in like 2
So,
seconds.
in order to be able to cast magic, you didn't get spell slots from like long resting. You had to wander the world, and as you were wandering, basically use a device that siphoned whatever little magic was left in the air into canisters so that you could cast spells from the concentrate that you scooped up over time. And it had guns and all kinds of like magic guns and stuff like that. But what it was is it's the big scary thing is that the most powerful forms of this virus.
Sonashi McLaren said, so magic can be
It
used
could be,
as a
but
currency.
it was not really a thing that you had to concern yourself with, because the odds of you running into another group of people was very low. It was a planet that had a population of 8.3 billion people until this virus took over, and the number of people that were on that planet became 7.2 billion, and only about 180,000 of them were not infected to a degree where they could no longer control themselves. So the odds of you running into another group was very, very small, by and large. And it's all about survival and supply. And then, but the thing was, the big thing that mattered with this is that it's a virus that mutates very, very quickly and adapts. So all forms of like conventional weaponry and conventional magics didn't work on it very well. And the highest forms of it were hive minds that were capable of infecting people psionically. So
I'm back.
it was
something that can really obliterate everything.
Sonashi McLaren said, so like the flood, but as
I-
like the Tyranids.
it's sort of like the Tyranids. I don't know what the flood is.
I mean, the biblical flood, I assume.
I don't think so. Oh, are you talking about the flood from Halo? Okay, yeah.
Halo.
Funny enough, I played the shit out of Halo 2. Never played the campaign. I only ever played the multiplayer.
They have some levels.
They have some
of
levels. That's cool.
bionics.
But yeah, so the big thing was as you gained infection, you could try to tap into your into your infected side, and you could gain some pretty insane
that's cool.
mutations. Both psionic and physical. And I mean, like, you could grow an extra torso with a head and limbs on it. You could literally turn into all kinds of monstrosities. As well as gain psionic
Nice.
abilities. It's pretty nuts. All right.
Something
So,
clever.
first things first, we need some better music.
Time for some pirate shit, baby.
Do I have pirate shit saved? I don't think I do.
There's no way you
Well,
don't
that was
have
on my
that.
last PC because it was actual music I had saved. I don't think I have playlists saved on YouTube. Because I don't generally do that. I just download the music and put it in folders instead. I don't. So, yar har fiddly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at my girl. I missed her.
Do I have any music links on the Sunken Treasure stuff? I don't have music links on the Sunken Treasure stuff. That's a shame. All right.
No.
Well, I'll go into Steal the Past then and grab... You know what? We'll just grab this one. And then I'm going to go to Season 2. That there. Okay.
Error pick at there is desktop.
Yep.
You're back.
Let's get some proper tunes in here. Bot spam.
Did you miss us?
Look, it's on the music stuff! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
It's actually asterisk, but yes.
I have a pet name, not after me. Oh, that's so
All right.
cute.
Something a little bit more along the road. More suited to those that are travelers.
Completing the moon's
Where
soul
is
is
I think it's
dope
desktop
name.
that I want. Yeah, there we go. Desktop. There we go. That's better.
Becoming a
Yes.
what?
Evet. Evet.
Cereal, what the fuck have you been doing?
Mysteria?
Becoming an Alice?
Oh,
an
that's the
Alice.
wrong one. My bad.
Capital
My
A,
apologies.
Alice?
That's the wrong. Damn it. I knew that would happen too.
Wait, what? I've only just
That's
tuned
fine.
back into this conversation.
Huh?
You're trying to
I've been
become an
tuned out.
Alice?
I'm
trying to understand what that is
Negative.
again.
I
Sorry.
think we were supposed
Negative.
to forget about that.
Remove that from your
about
brains.
The fact that we saw that.
Eliminate from brain.
No, I will
Okay.
die.
What the
It's
fuck
okay.
is an
Don't worry
Alice?
about it. Don't worry
You
about it.
don't need to
It's
know
better you don't
about
know. It's actually better you don't know.
Yeah, actually.
Okay,
Holy
so-
shit.
You guys
That would be cool,
have
though.
some choices to make. 4 directions of what you're going to go. So, as I had said a little bit prior to Monarch joining us, so here is what is happening. The starting point for both you guys and Family's Birthright, which is going to be the 2 Season 1 groups, they may get name changes depending upon some stuff. Haven't quite decided yet, but you guys will be going on some different adventures, and they have their own names. A few things. I think it was actually logistics that I was supposed to be in. No.
Aw, I see the fucking crimson under those files. Like lore brains. It's like,
Oh, that, yeah.
please.
All right, so
You want a fraction
So-
of that.
what I have for you guys is I have 4 options based off of each of your individual characters. A little bit, I should say. And it will be going in, well, the direction of your choice. I do have... Well, excuse me. I am open to you guys picking whatever you decide to pick. I just need to know so that I know what to prepare for. So I will give you guys your options. For those of you that were here for session 0, in the past, you'll kind of recognize this. I'm going to be reading off options to you, and then we will go from there. So, first things first is where the wind blows. So, along the shorelines of the central pair, entrances into the plane of water. Sorry, what's that, sweetie? Oh, here you go. There you go. Sorry, there you go. Is that better? Daughter was trying to get into a bin that has a bunch of mega blocks in it. Where was I? Oh yes. So planes of water. Entrances into the planes of water have opened and closed throughout history. But this time, one to the plane of air has opened. While there are experts addressing it and attempting to have it closed, there will be a need for experts of a different kind to keep things from getting out of hand. This is obviously Zira's personal storyline. This will be primarily focusing on exploring her elemental nature, and of course the big place that you'll be going in this little adventure would be the plane of air.
Cool.
All right, next. I'm gonna actually do... No, I'll have to do it this way. I'll just put this over here. Next, we have true understanding. Path to understanding is not a simple road. It is often rifled. That is not the correct word. Referred. Yeah, it's supposed to be referred. It is often referred to as a labyrinth with more than one exit, each with a different answer at the end. Some offer wisdom, the answer to purpose. Some knowledge, a means to solve problems and learn, while others offer the truth, the absolutes of the world. Held within Lightspire is the Arcane Academy, where there is supposedly a wealth of knowledge tucked away. None are quite sure what it is, or even where it could be hiding. So this is Lewis's personal story. We'll be exploring the differences between knowledge, wisdom, and truth. And this will be taking place primarily at Kosora's, my word, Arcane Academy within Lightspire. I wrote that name a long time ago. That is not a very good name. So you can think of this one a little bit more like a Hogwarts kind of adventure, where you're going to be spending most of your time inside of a academic grounds, and trying to figure out its secrets and kind of what's there. All right. Next is Moon's Reflection, with directions to places where Farin believes the moon's, with a capital M, souls rests. Raylanor, with some new companions in tow, will be sent to an old ruin where it is said none can enter, but who knows for sure. So, this is Raylanor's personal story. This one is a bit more of an intense dungeon crawl. So, while we do this one, we will be tracking time, we'll be tracking food, we'll be tracking light, noise, the whole shebang. So, this is where being careful is very important. And it's not that I'm looking to get you guys killed, but missteps will be punished, not corrected. Right? The training wheels are off, right? That sort of mention. So, instead of if you go and touch something, you're gonna pay the consequences for it. All kinds of stuff. No.
Welcome to the dark
into the dungeon.
Welcome to the darkest dungeon, motherfuckers.
One moment.
Welcome to the dungeon crawl, assholes.
Look, I'm referencing a game called Darkest Dungeon. It's not for the faint of hearts. Me and Persona play that. Love that game to bits.
Hell yeah.
But it's grimdark. Very grimdark.
Yeah.
It's very it's not forgiving at all.
Oh yeah, I'm redrawing Wisteria for season 2. She has a new look.
Sweet.
I've probably mentioned this before, but oh well.
Lewis is rocking some rich boy clothes.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna see him. It can't
Mysterious
be
for her
wrong
hair.
because my skills are mediocre at best.
Heck yeah. Wisteria decided that it was a good idea to cut her hair. So she had really long hair that went down to, I think it was her lower back.
Oh,
She's decided to cut it all off.
Oh boy.
It is now shoulder length at best. Maybe a bit shorter. She went, this is a
Right,
weight
I'm
I'm
back.
not holding on to. Bye-bye.
So this one will be taking place on a set of ruins on an island off the coast between Wild Pass and Saltview, so on the very southernmost part of the continent. And lastly, we have the change of seasons. Before going forward, a trip back home to prepare for the journey ahead. Perhaps some reflection and possibly gaining some measure of peace. Fear may yet no longer plague her in the journey of something greater. So, this one's meant to be shrouded in a lot of mystery because Wisteria's actual personal story. None of you would know this unless you're watch Steal the Past. Wisteria is kind of... history is kind of a mystery, even to her. So this would be exploring the gaps in her own personal knowledge. Her past and purpose is being explored. And, of course, I can't say exactly where this will take place, but it will start at an old temple that her family... that she grew up in and her family tended to. What was the old deity that your family did? It wasn't Neela, it was a different one. It was...
I can't remember.
It was a nature deity, I know that.
Yeah,
It may
was a nature deity.
It wasn't your. It may have been Gwendol. 'Cause I think it was like the classic nature deity.
Yeah.
So you guys can pick any of these to start with. We will get to all of them because these are like the adventures that I have planned for you guys. To give you some insight, I'm expecting each of these to be somewhere in the ballpark of 4 to maybe 6 sessions each. So they're not going to be long-winded adventures like the previous ones. They're going to be a lot more of like, you show up, you find out what's kind of going on, and you go and do it. It may stretch a little longer depending upon what you got, what sort of hijinks you guys get into. But as written, they're planned to go about 4-ish sessions.
I mean, they're all very cool.
Yeah.
I want to go to the elemental plane of air so badly.
I'm horrifically biased because I adore Wisteria and I really want to get into her backstory
I don't give a
horrifically.
shit about my story. All I want is
I will
knowledge.
say something else that is really important. And this is something that some of you might know. The moon's reflection is more core story plot. So like it will be driven more towards the main story. Like everything is still revolved around that to some degree, but this is going to have a lot more information about the main story, and it's going to be working in that kind of strata as opposed to like other ones which feel like they're a little bit more like about individual characters and the side things that are happening along with it at the same time. So while they are all important, and we will get to all of them, bear in mind the theming that with Raylenor's is a little bit more driven towards the main plot, and Wisteria's is a lot more character-centric than the other two.
Yeah.
After that. Like, the main thing that I'm pointing out here is that Ray and Wisteria are both a little bit less developed as as characters that have gone through a journey. Ray is currently on her journey, and Wisteria is kind of in a spot of not knowing what journey she has before her as characters. So you guys can do whichever one you want.
So we're all in agreement that we're gonna do the most boring one first, right?
Hey!
That's mine. Mine.
No.
I'm talking about mine.
they're
Mo-
all
Mine's the
cool.
most boring.
True.
Everyone else sounds so much more interesting. I just want knowledge.
No, it's not. I'm sure it's only a hiding
If
some
you want to
crazy
know
stuff
which
that's,
one is actually the closest in terms of like distance, Wisteria's is actually the closest because her place is actually just north of Heartview, of Heartwatch rather.
Did I actually think that it might be good to start with Wisteria? And not only because
Yeah.
we saw the secret stuff that is making me very excited. Just because it's like before you have to start to prepare yourself for a journey, you like need to learn more about yourself.
She's just a baby.
She's
And
just
plus,
a
we get
baby.
to know about your character. We get to know about your character.
What are you thinking there, Sono? But yeah, like I'm prepared. I have stuff written out, for these as main plots. I just don't have them like the specifics written out yet. So I need to write the specifics, and I
Also,
need to.
Mine's gonna
Yeah.
be the most boring. I know mine's gonna be the most boring. I know it will.
No, I'm sure.
Listen,
Yes, it will.
listen.
Kidding me?
I know it
They're
will.
all interesting in
Luis
different
is
ways.
gonna go really crazy. Luis is totally gonna go in a crazy direction none of us expected.
Look, he's just a
Also,
crazy
I'm a
wizard.
bit,
There's
I'm a bit scared
Please.
about whatever Zera's gonna be.
Like,
So I'm fine
like-
with pushing it off a bit.
That's interesting. That's weird. That's cool. It's interesting.
She's also very
she
corrupted.
is very corrupted right now. How much does she have? 5? Yeah.
5.
She's got a little bit of room left.
Hey, maybe we should do Moon's reflection first, guys.
Listen.
Hey, maybe we should get
Yeah,
some
maybe we
tools
should do
to
Moon's
fucking get rid
reflection
of
where there's
that.
gonna be more corruption. Let's do that.
Oh, that's true though.
Mm-hmm.
There's just gonna be more reflection, and we're all gonna die.
I mean, maybe.
Well, actually, in the airplane, there's no corruption, so we're safe there. Yeah?
Except for me.
I feel like you're making a
Except for
lot of
you.
presumptions
I
here.
don't want to corrupt the airplane. I don't
Oh.
want to corrupt the
Well, would
airplane.
you look
Yeah.
at that?
The airplane's right there.
The airplane is right there. You know what?
My bed.
I appreciate.
B-A-E.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Claps for, well, gentle claps for Druid.
Well,
Yay.
what are we doing first? guys?
Well, I'm hoping to hear back from Sona a second here, about what she would like.
Donna!
But it sounds like
Sona.
the three of you are kind of leaning
Sona.
towards Chains of Seasons to me.
Yeah. Not
It seems
because
like
I'm
a good,
biased.
like,
Oh, which of the four would you like to
Adventure.
do there, Sono? Which one are you thinking here?
I don't give a shit about my own character. I don't care.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
letting
my
you know,
God.
character.
Louis.
No, that's Nano. That's not Lewis.
That's very nano.
Sonashi McLaren said,
That's
it's
them.
up to
Okay.
him.
So. Oh. Is that the bot or is that me? Oh, that's me. Okay. Oh,
Title
that's
bio.
okay. That was the other thing I wanted to talk about as well. So, we need to talk about a start time also. Just make sure. So we're confirming that it's going to be change of seasons then, yeah?
I'm
Okay.
cool with that.
Okay.
All right, change of
Fine.
season. So I will prepare that. Next. Okay. And then you guys can figure out where you're going to go from there once that's done. There may be things that happen that push you in a direction, or you just decide, we're here. We'll go.
What's the closest place after
in terms
that?
of distance, change of seasons would be closest because it's just outside of the city. Lightspire is a 4-day journey down a road by cart to get there. So yours would be the next closest, and then the other two are on islands that you guys have to take your ships to get to.
Damn it. Why is my one?
I mean, that's what they like in terms of distance that you guys have to travel from where you guys will be when you have to kind of, have a point where you can make the decision of which direction you're going to go. That's where it is. Now, that doesn't mean that you're staying there.
Look.
Right? For all you know, Wisteria's journey could send you all the way out to another continent for all you know, right? Because we're at the point now where you guys can start planescaping. Right? So you guys could end up anywhere.
Look, the thing about me is, I know I'm loud, I like to talk, but I don't like being the center of attention. I don't want like a four sessions or 5
so
sessions.
It's not
going to
be focused on
me.
you. It's a story derivative towards your character. There's going to be other characters about you and whatnot there. You're not going to be the solo actor with supporting actors. It's just a story about you being the fact that you're a wizard and you learn shit. Other people will have stuff that they can contribute.
Also, Magic Academia is almost always
Sunshine Baron
connected.
said, "You are not the main character. What is this a play?"
Exactly. I don't want to be the main character. I want to be the side character. Let me be the side character.
You'll be fine.
Listen, I'm sure we'll wreck the Magic
All right.
Academy. It's fine.
So, we'll get you guys set up with change of seasons. The
you guys
next
don't
order
want
of
to get
business, and this is the big one, and this is, I think, the one that's going to rely mostly on Sono for this, is when do we want to start? So, in regards to the starting time that we had today, which is 12:30 p.m. EST, which is what I had,
Sure.
for 3 hours,
Sure.
it works
Yes,
for
it
you?
works.
Okay. Does that work for everyone?
I just
Yes.
had a lot
Okay.
of work today.
Okay, so we'll stick to this time then, 12:30. That actually works out really well for me because originally I wanted to do it at 9, but the problem is that I do have to work Saturdays on occasion, and I also don't like turning down overtime because overtime pays out really fucking well. So if we can do 12:30, that gives me enough time that be there for like 6 hours, drive back, and be able to make it. We may be starting closer to 12:45 sometimes, depending upon traffic, but 12:30 as
That's fine.
the set time that I will dedicate for you guys on my calendar is a good spot. Okay, so I will set that for you guys. I think that's all I need from you guys as a group, because everything after this is like character specific. So if you guys have specific questions or concerns or anything that you want to ask me about that I may or may not be able to tell you, there's that. Ray, Sono, when it comes to Ray, I should just do this anyways. I am going to make a re-rendition of the Banner Fighter because the Banner Fighter just sucks and it's a really cool idea. So I'm going to make that and then propose it to you. And then if you want to change it or stick to the newer version that I give you or something like that. We can discuss that as time goes on. Let me think here. Nano, I will give you a proper list of potions and stuff.
Sonashi McLaren said, "You mented you will take some stuff from the Commander der Susibi class Sishting and use it in the re-WPRK."
Yeah, I'll do it in a, like, I'm gonna rework it and make it not suck. Essentially, I'm gonna try and put it. Yeah.
A link.
Oh, that. Right.
This.
Is that the Yeah. That's the commanding one. Yeah. I might create a hybrid of the two or something.
You mented you want TTO take some parts and use it for the PRK.
I'm gonna go through it all and see if I can make something that at least looks functional on paper, and then we can go from there. And then if that doesn't work, then we can just always respec you or something like that. I don't have a problem with doing that. Rework the banner / commander. / commandant subclass. Change of seasons at Gadu.
Still, I don't know what you expected me to take from personal story.
It's not a. When I say personal story, it's the story that's inspired by the character that is in that party. It's like, because here's the thing: is I'm not going to make a story that's based off of some barbarian. Their
Sonashi McLaren.
Yeah. It's more like a character arc inside of a main plot about the entire group. Because I'm not going to make a story about some random barbarian when there's no one that's tied to them at all. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can make a story about them and make them tied to the group and do something with it. Cool. That's not as interesting, generally speaking, as making a story that has things that characters in the party are inherently interested about. Like, you're inherently interested.
Let me take quick power shower. My face is as oily as Colonel Sanders' fried chicken.
But yeah, like, your big thing is you want to learn about knowledge and shit. So, I mean, listen. Anybody in this party can definitely benefit and may or may not take an interest in, we can go to the academy and potentially, learn something, or maybe there's some information about this Crimson thing that we as this set of characters know basically nothing about. Maybe there's something there.
Maybe there's something about
like,
the Crimson.
or whatever thing, or in your case, maybe there's something about Tartarus there. Right? You don't know. There's always a use to go to an academy to try and dig into their library. Maybe you'll find something. Now,
It's about, since it's connected to me, it's
oh
boring.
my god!
That's my
All right,
No,
I'm
it's
done. I'm
not.
done with this conversation.
Okay. Anyway, how red is Zera? Important question.
What's that?
Oh god.
How red is she?
How red is Zera?
Considering that your racial
Yes.
profile lets you kind of shift your colors, it's kind of hard to tell. You do have like a red-ish kind of bias towards your color shifting, but for the most part, you look kind of mostly. You almost kind of look like a seal gray. It's your hair and your eyes are the real the things that grab attention, because your hair is constantly changing color based off of light, and your eyes are a kaleidoscope. So,
So
not that
red.
noticeably bad to anyone looking, because one, you're an anomaly when it comes to appearances in general.
Yeah.
That is accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, yeah.
I assume that the cape of the very swooshy swoosh didn't get upgraded before the travel throughout the land with the fleet.
It didn't get the what,
Probably
sorry?
not. It had this thing where as the more you travel, the more it gets upgraded.
The mana magnet.
The cape
Yeah.
of whoosh whoosh.
I need to check that. Well, that's one of the things like I put on my list to check on the way in.
It's fine if it's
might be. Because you have traveled literally like you have traveled about halfway across the world one way, and then from the north to the south. So you've probably traveled, I'd say, somewhere in the ballpark of like, since you got it, maybe about 3/4 of the diameter of the planet. Because you gotta remember, you were all the way at the world's edge. Large air quotes.
Yeah.
So, you know. Alright, let's see here. I need to make sure that Lewis's potion stuff is ready.
Yay, I could make weird shit.
Your big thing is that you'll be able to do something that I have come to calling stuffing the alembic. It's actually what it's called in my notes. Which is basically the list that grows as people do it. So like as you decide, yeah, I'm just gonna shove this stuff in here and see what happens, that creates a recipe. So, you know, that's the thing. Yep. Is there anything for? So I gotta make sure I check Zira's cape. That there's 2 R's, not 2 I's. Zira's cape.
Cool cape.
Check the requirements, because that probably got an upgrade. Probably.
Even
maybe.
more whoosh whoosh.
There's more things that can happen than just speed.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so cool if you go to the airplane with the cape that is connected to the field.
It's almost like it's serendipitous.
I'm scared how fast she's gonna be.
Who would have thought that perhaps the air ganassi would go to the plane of air? You were an air ganassi at one point.
So.
I will have none of your sass.
I almost. If I touched the orb,
you could have become a lot of things.
You could have. That would have been very fun.
Zira's just had the largest catalog because she's an elemental. Now you're like actually an elemental. All right. Is there anything?
One day you will become.
Is there anything for Wisteria that I need to double check? Her whole story, yes.
My story.
I meant like about her person specifically. I gotta double check. I gotta make sure that my notes on your staff and your code are correct.
Yeah.
What race is Wisteria?
She's a furbolg.
Is it a cloak or is it a robe?
Baby.
It's a robe.
It's a robe.
Check, notes on staffing robe. Yeah.
She can stick her arms in it.
I gotta make sure that my notes are up to date on those, because some fun shit has been happening with that.
Oh yeah.
How much money do we have?
Not a lot.
I don't think you guys actually have a whole lot of funds right now, but
not that much.
But
we spent all of it on the fleet.
Doesn't Wisteria have
negative?
Like,
your portion of the gold was cut out to accommodate the effects on your was it your staff? I think.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah, it was. Yep.
Okay, on the sun, unless you had some on your character shitloads.
Well, I was talking specifically about the end of like campaign reward that she was getting, but yeah.
Yeah.
You famously are the keeper of the money So I hope you have
Aw.
the notes, Druid.
You
Yeah,
were
we have
in
about
charge of the
2K.
party fund.
Okay.
But yes, you're after expenses. You guys are going to be receiving a payment because you have completed your trade route. So your faction will be getting paid,
Yes.
and
Oh,
then
nice.
well, correction. I will be paying you guys, and I will tell you guys what your expenses are. And I will tell you what your minimum expenses are for labor. And then you can decide if you want to pay them the minimum or pay them more.
Thank
So I need to
you.
put that. Telltale Fleet. All right, Telltale Fleet. Commerce. Actually, I should change that.
Yeah, we're
Trade route. I believe your trade route was like.
we're not.
I believe
too
your
bad on
trade
money.
route, RUTE, there we go. I think that there was you guys said that you were paying your crews, slightly above average. And I believe that I just did all the math at the time when we were setting up your faction, and that your profits was going to be like 3K or something like that. Like after all expenses, like you guys were going to be able to pocket 3K or something like that. I'd have to look at the notes and look at the VOD. Yep.
Hello?
What's up? Yeah, everything's fine.
Is everything okay? I just cut out a little bit. I don't know what happened.
Well, you're good now.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
But yeah,
Okay,
so that's... I think that's everything. So that's all the stuff I have to check. We're doing 12:30. There's one last thing that we need to do as well, and this is with the time as well. And this comes to scheduling. So, I am skipping the first 2 weeks of April for running sessions for two reasons. One, I need time to prepare both this adventure and the other group's adventure. Second, I am not running every week for each group. I'm running every other week. I know I made mention of this. I'm just making sure I have said it again this time. So, with running the 5th Saturday as like an extra kind of makeup day, as well as being used for like side adventures and stuff like that. So, do you guys want to be 1st and 3rd of the month, or 2nd and 4th?
Would you repeat that? Sorry,
It's all
my
good.
mum was shouting me. They just got back, so...
I don't give a shite.
I also don't
So,
really mind.
This might matter to you, Monarch, because you do, because you go to cons and stuff.
Yeah. and
Yeah,
I'm starting uni
so
as well.
this, yeah, it do be like that. So, so the difference of options, because I'm running this every other week in order to accommodate running both campaigns at once, and me having, because originally when I planned this, I wasn't working 55 hours a week, I was working 40.
Yeah.
And I found that all the side stuff, trying to run that along with a main game, and it's doable, but it's a lot. And I noticed that the quality of the games I was running was going down. I don't know if you guys noticed it at all on your end, but I noticed it on my end. So, one of the things that I am doing is I'm just running one game a week, like one session a week. And that means that I'm doing your guys' 1 week and then the other group the other week. So, 1st and 3rd Saturday of the month, or 2nd and 4th, which would you prefer?
2nd and 4th, maybe?
The reason I'm asking is because a lot of the time holidays land on the first weekend of each month as well. That's kind of where the 5th weekend comes in, where it can be used as a makeup week for whoever's kind of falling behind a little bit. if it gets to that point, because I need to try and get you guys finishing around the same time towards the, I want to say end of this year, early next year. And then I'm hoping to kind of like end the big story, as it were, around this time next year. So, hopefully it goes that long. So, if you guys want to do 2nd and 4th,
Heck yeah.
right?
That's fine.
2nd,
Yeah.
And 4th. So, if that's the case, our first session would be on the 22nd of April. It is a bit of a ways away, I know. Well, 22nd on my time, it'd be 23rd for Sono, but
Yeah.
D&D Monopoly.
D&D Monopoly. D&D Monopoly.
Sorry.
D&D Monopoly.
Sorry. Genie D.
Oh,
I'm
that was
sorry.
Jeannie.
Friggin'
She's funny.
Love Jeannie D. She's amazing.
Everybody says,
Genie D can
okay, so I feel like I'm the weird one out because everybody says like she gives amazing advice that they never thought of before. And I'm just sitting, I'm like, a lot of the stuff I hear her say, I feel like it's like a no-brainer. I know. It's just, it comes back to one of those things like the IQ test. Every time I do an IQ test, I have above average IQ. Like one standard deviation. And
I've never done an IQ test.
Thank you, identity for
and then I get
in a quarter.
Did an IQ test? I forgot
Sonoshi
my number.
McLaren
and then I
said,
get concerned
"In
because and then I get concerned. It's like
Did
if I
I
have
miss?
above average, I'm like, what the hell does the average person have? What'd you miss? So mostly me just going over notes that I gotta make sure I take with the rest of the party and us discussing
Okay.
time and dates for session. So
Also, that's not how you write Zera's name, but
Oh.
that's fine.
Why does your voice sound so strong?
that's because I just finished hitting my microphone and because I actually do in fact need water.
Ironically enough, I put the hydrate thing in. Haha.
Druid, you know that Sierra's name is never
Listen,
gonna be
listen.
spelled right. You know
This-
that,
this
right?
was on
That's right,
purpose.
It's fine.
That was on purpose. Listen, I was tempted to put one R and two I's in there just to mess with you. So, Sono, for dates of session, I am doing every other week with each group, so I need a bit of time to prepare. I am not going to be running the first 2 weeks of April to help accommodate this, and then Druid and I also have to do a ton of stuff with setting us up for marketing. So,
Okay.
the rest of the group has elected to doing the 2nd and 4th weekend of each of each month. So that would
Oh,
be
buddy.
My ears.
Okay.
so that would be the 22nd, or in your case the 23rd of April, where at 12:30 p.m. on my end, a.m. on your end, for that, and then we would be doing the following month of the 13th and the 27th. All right, if all that is peachy with everyone, and
I'm realizing that in May, I'm in London on the 27th. So, hello, Mother. Oh, thank you. Oh, you got cookies?
do we want to instead
Coffee.
do 1st and 3rd? Or does that
Puppy.
I got a cookie.
cookie?
Cookie. I
got a
cookie, but
cookie.
cookies
Do you want to
also
do
good.
1st and 3rd instead to dodge that? Like, obviously something is going to collide with it later, but
Yeah. I mean, probably, because it is literally a Comic-Con that I'm going to, so run about
Sonoshi
avoiding Comic-Con and run
McLaren.
right into
You
one.
can Alias
You're going
challenge
to
yourself
MCM?
and do
and do
VV
every week.
week.
Like, listen.
starting with the week after tongue out.
I miss.
Listen, I said this while you were up. One of the reasons why I'm doing every other is because when I originally started doing 2 games at the same time, it was at my last job where I was only working 40 hours a week, but I'm working an extra 15 hours, 10 to 15 hours every week. And one of the things that I noticed after I started my new job and doing the side stuff with the main plot stuff is that the quality of my... I said the quality of my games went down, but I don't think it's that the quality of my games went down per se. It's more that I was less actually ready for the games, and I was having to do stuff very quickly in order to be able to be ready, and certain things got cut as a result. And unneedingly so, I think is a better way of putting it.
This is completely off topic, but the cookie I got is a Smarties cookie. So it has Smarties in it.
Wait. I have an important question.
Sonashi McLaren said, "Be lick me, do it on the fly. Everything is in point."
No. You don't understand. The problem with that.
No.
The problem isn't.
XDD.
The problem isn't planning the sessions. Planning the sessions is no big deal. The problem is the maps. Because now, granted, I've learned to make them faster than I used to be able to. Much faster. So maybe that will change over the course of the next while. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to do every other.
Feather of the mind, can your LSO work if you are in a pinch IDK?
Yes, this is true. I really don't like doing that when I'm setting things up with the setup that I have. The other thing also is that I am going to be looking to do the occasional side adventure in there as well, because I don't want to leave all these characters just hanging up to dry. So that's kind of where I'm hoping to put the secondary stuff, or the secondary session. Yeah. And especially with it being higher level, and spells being able to affect larger things, and you guys are starting to affect like bigger concepts and things like that in general, there's a lot more stuff that I have to accommodate or account for. And because you guys can actually affect each other, sometimes, or in general, like your group can literally affect the other group, and side adventures can affect the main groups, and like there's all kinds of there's overlap that can happen here. So there's
each other.
So there's a lot of things that I'm currently not confident that, especially with the fact that I may actually be putting in more time soon because I'm going to be going for my AZ license. Which may or may not restrict my time a little bit further. I don't know what's going to happen over the course of the next couple of months, so that's why I'm just saying I'm just doing it every other to make sure that I don't have to cancel something on someone, and then it's all set.
Dungeoners.
My mother has a message.
Welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
May you forever enjoy the opportunities that may come, because you never fucking know what's around the corner.
British mom!
Your mother has a very good voice.
Today.
All right.
So I'm off to eat
This
cookies.
roof is gonna be.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
I have cookies in front of me. I have to eat them. Go have
Yes.
cookies.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Holy shit.
Monarch, send me some cookies.
I
know,
I
I
want
know.
cookies.
but still, this is up there, you
Go
know?
over to England
Okay.
and I'll make you cookies.
All right, I have.
I want to.
I will make you cookies.
I was
The
there
problem
in
isn't the fact
November.
of whether or not there's cookies made. The problem is travel. Oh my goodness, child.
Yeah. Next Comic
Travel's the secondary thing. Cookies is the main thing.
Next Comic-Con.
Next Comic Con.
Never been.
Yeah.
I will bring cookies to
Never
it.
been to a convention.
You need
I've
to.
been-
It's nerds.
I've been in MCM
Fucking
both
hell.
in London and Scotland, so
I've been to Birmingham. Birmingham
Alright.
was the most recent one. I'm going to MCM London in May.
oh
So
nice.
that's the one that I'm in London for and fucked up the scheduling with.
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going hopefully all 3 days.
Oh, that's nice.
Am I missing 2 days of college? Yes, but is my main project done? Yes, so therefore
That's
there is no
totally
problem.
fair.
All right. So I will lock you guys in for. Oh my goodness, child. Chill out. Child is excited,
Child
but
is
damn,
excited,
but
so-
damn.
Preach!
No, not.
Hockey!
Yes.
Child wants cookies as well.
My goodness, child.
I'm just waiting for the day of my death. Just awaiting
No.
it.
No.
No,
No.
you're like the
No.
youngest here. Shut up.
I'm talking both in-game and real life, guys.
You're a baby.
No.
Shush.
Nano!
Self-deprecation!
Sonishima
Yay!
said, WW3 is probably closer to you than your death.
I mean,
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure those events are going to be pretty closely related, probably. If we're going to be talking like that. Okay, this conversation is getting dark. Let's move on.
Anyway.
So Dungeons and Dragons, guys, am I right?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and
This is-
Dragons.
What has Persona created?
A mess.
Madness. That's what.
Madness and chaos. That's all. Oh boy.
Madness is what has been created. Nothing more, nothing less. Just pure fucking chaos.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
I just realised what drink I got. They went to fucking Subway
My fever is getting worse.
without me. Oh no! Have you had soup?
That's, no, I didn't.
What
that.
soup have you had?
I had noodle
So-
soup yesterday.
What flavour?
It's like a very here in Slovenia we make egg noodle soup a lot.
Ooh, yummy.
Woo!
Yummy.
It's really fucking good. It never gets old. It's
My
so
sister,
good.
My sister likes chicken soup, but if no vegetables or chicken, and only a bunch of noodles, that is more than the actual soup. So
I
you
never
know,
actually had the chicken soup.
it's very easy to make.
Hello.
World War III is probably close to.
We were
I,
making soup.
the only vegetables that I actually eat are mushrooms. And lettuce. No, I have lettuce and red onion. I don't actually eat
So
any other
basically
vegetables. than
you're
that.
basically a rabbit in real life.
I mean,
Hey,
he's got a
hey
point.
now. Hey now.
I don't hear a no in there.
Hey now. Do I look like Marcella?
Maybe.
I have
Hey,
seen
now.
you, but I will not confirm or deny the such.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not that small.
How tall are you?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2.5".
Is that in centimeters?
That is
please?
150,
Let me check.
155 centimeters.
Okay.
Why? How tall are you, Druid?
Marcella is 4'5". Yeah, how tall are you,
Sonishima
Druid?
said, I am
64,
198.
I was gonna say 198. Jeez.
Holy shit.
6'2".
What's that in feet? What's
Yeah.
that in
Sono,
feet?
what the fuck?
How the fuck, Sono? Hand me the height, please.
I
I'm
had to get
175,
growth hormone
I
injections
think.
for my
This in
65.
centimeters. My brain is not intaking.
I'm 175. We think that's like
That's
5'9".
somewhere around 5'9".
somewhere
Your
around
average
there.
height, yeah.
You tall.
So you're all taller than me. Brilliant. Okay.
Terrible.
What did you say you were,
Average.
sorry, Druid?
Hey,
160
Mona,
something?
I had
165. So
165-ish. And that's after I
I-
got growth
That's
hormone
like-
injections, you know, because I had lack of it. So I worked for those 65.
I want. Look. If I
You're
had
just
short
You had
people genes, I
necrophilia.
think I would be a much happier
I
person
had
for
a
reasons.
lack in growth hormone as a kid. I was like outside of the curves for going.
I don't think you
I
ever
was very
told me
short.
that.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm
Maybe
surprised
not.
because you and I have known each
mean-
other like a really long time, and somehow that has never come up.
I mean, it's been a while. Like, I got done with
Yeah,
it
yeah,
when
yeah.
I was like 14.
No, but I'm just surprised it never came up before. Yeah.
I was tiny.
I mean, you still are, but
So what
this,
are we
now
gonna do
it's
now?
it's whatever people want.
Shut up.
So I have you guys. I have all the stuff I need from you guys. If you want to go to bed, you're more than welcome to go to bed. I'm actually gonna knock the stream off its rocks.
Okay.
So
Gil,
thank you
go
very
to
much,
day
everybody, for
down.
swinging by. Appreciate
Night,
it. We're
Lay.
Thank you for your dumb talk about
oh
HoloLens
yes,
at the
we can move that
beginning.
conversation to that. if
Yeah,
you want.
we're so
Actually, yeah,
stupid.
we can move the conversation to that if you want. Where's
Hell
that?
yeah.
Follow on CRE for Twitter and YouTube and Twitch and
Yeah,
stuff.
all the
Do that.
social things. I need to make a command for that.
With the socials.
Subscribe.
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 Oh, I need to make another item for Patreon still.
And to the
Yeah.
Patreon, yes.
Cheers.
I might head off because I need to walk about.
You guys,
a
have
bit.
you
I've been
heard of
sat down
Twitch
too long.
Prime?
I had a
Have you all
busy
heard of
day in
Twitch
Nominal,
Prime?
Not this tiered
That's
by
all good.
design.
Go to bed. Get sleep.
Go to bed, son.
And
Sub
Oh,
and ring the notification
and
bell
one more
for-
thing. Don't overwork your hand. You need that.
You need
We-
your hand.
Yeah, I heard the stories
Okay,
of
night,
artists that need to like take a break.
Yes.
after
Night,
today's
Sono!
decision.
It's
Nice.
fellaling fuzzy.
Put it in some
Okay,
Yeah,
cold
go to
water.
sleep.
You go
Dear
sleep.
Lord.
Put it in
Go
some
sleep.
cold water for a little bit.
I feel hot. I feel really hot.
Then
Fever.
go to,
Go get a
go,
flannel.
go to bed then.
Go get a flannel and put it in cold water.
What?
If it's like a fever, get like a flannel or
Oh,
like
flannel.
a cloth
Okay.
and put it in cold water and then put it on your forehead.
Yeah,
Or
no.
like- or
I thought you were
Flannel!
saying
What did you
funnel.
think I was
That's why I
saying?
was confused for a second there. Yeah, flannel. Now I know what a
Flannel.
flannel is. I'm like a
or
funnel.
Like an Advil.
Leave my British accent alone.
Or like
Alright,
an
then we'll-
Advil.
All right, shut up now.
Flannel. Yeah.
And tea.
Listen, I'll go Canadian all over your ass there, bud.
Anyway.
Okay, good night, guys.
Night, Sono.
Night.
Bye. Night,
Night.
Sono.
I'm gonna have such a busy weekend sometime.
I might head off for a bit because I need to stand up and walk around. I've
Yeah,
been
it's all
sat
good. Go
down
for
too
it.
long.
Do that.
I've had your guys' attention for a couple
Yeah.
hours.
And I'm also gonna draw Wisteria with her kind of new
Yeah.
outfit because
I don't have the
she
confidence
still,
to draw.
I need to
she
think
still
about
has her
what
robes and
outfits.
everything, but she's had a bit of an outfit change since her
Yeah.
last one.
I need to think about
I
what
need to
outfits
outfits
are
start
getting
there.
all
drawing Lewis. I need
Hell
to start
yeah.
drawing my characters. Oh god.
I need to sort my
I'm-
commissions out. Oh,
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't like showing my art.
No.
you're
You don't have to.
awesome!
You don't have to if you don't want to, it's fine.
Yeah!
I want to make it a job.
Thanks,
That's
chat.
the problem.
Appreciate you.
Okay,
Okay,
then
right, I'm gonna
Till
shut
next
up.
time, which is later tonight.
But
In-
have fun, everybody!
Yeah.
In like 6 hours.
Bye.
If you ever
6
drop
hours?
near, I
Yeah,
would
6 hours. A
always
little more than
want
6
to
hours. I'll be back.
look
Cheers.
see it.
I'm,
Just FYI.
I'm bad, Zia.